G'day guys, this is your Admiral speaking and welcome to today's video. Today I've got something a little bit different for you. I did originally have a World of Warships video planned, but I'm having a few issues with it, so I thought I would do this one instead. This is Cold Waters. It is a submarine warfare game produced by Killerfish Games. It's available on Steam for about $50 Australian. I was first made aware of this about a month and a half ago. I was watching one of Jingle's videos and he had done a video on this, and I thought, hey, that looks really cool, I might have a look at it and give it a go myself. And yeah, so here we are. Alright, so before I begin, I just want to say this is not a pick up and play game. You might want to do a little bit of research on submarine warfare if you can before you go into playing this game. I've got 15 years of naval experience. I've been in the Australian Navy for about 15 years, and I have actually hunted submarines from the ops room, quite successfully too, I might add. So I've already got a little bit of background knowledge on what needs to be done. However, there are training missions available within the game. They are very useful, but it also helps to have that little bit extra knowledge behind you as well. If you want to look at other videos, I'd highly recommend you check out Jive Turkey. He is an ex-US submariner who has served on the LA class, and his videos are very, very good, and I think he actually uses US doctrine to actually play this game, so he's very interesting to watch what he does. But anyway, enough of me talking. What I'm going to do today, we're going to launch into a campaign, and we're going to have a look at the first mission so you can sort of have a look at what the game is about. Anyway, here we go. So we want the 1984 campaign, and yep, I'll keep file name, commander name, yep, keep that, and we will start. So then it brings you to the submarine select, so you can go through and you can pick what type of submarine you wish to use. Now there's only American submarines available to play because there's only American campaigns available at this point in time. Hopefully they will continue their development of the game and get some Russian submarines and Russian missions into their game at a later point. It would be nice to drive a Typhoon, I guess, but for the purpose of this campaign, we're going to start off with the Los Angeles class attack submarine. Very famous class. If you've seen Hunt for Red October or Crimson Tide, you'll know exactly the submarine I am talking about. Anyway, just a few notes on what it can do and a little bit of history about it as well. If you get the game, I'll let you read that in your own time, but we just want to get on with the game. So accept. So effectively immediately assign command of the USS Birmingham. Click accept. So it basically starts off, Ronald Reagan has come to power, and it just talks about his stance on communism and the fact that Kremlin doesn't hold him in very high regard. I'm not going to go through reading all of these, but basically Cold War deteriorates, peace talks break down, and the Soviets go to war with the NATO forces. So if any of you have read Red Storm Rising, you might recognize this little section here. This happened, I think, in the book. This game, I'm led to believe, is very loosely based on that book by Tom Clancy. More newspaper articles. lack of communication, peace begins to break down, and finally war is declared by the Soviets on NATO forces. So anyway, we start off our campaign. We're at Holy Loch in Britain, and here is our mission. Intelligence has discerned a pattern to movements of enemy at sea replenishment tankers and tenders. A small enemy force, including one or two of these ships, is expected to sail from Archangelsk, that's how you pronounce it, momentarily for a rendezvous somewhere in the Barents Sea. You are ordered to find and sink this group. You may also get a chance at the enemy warships. This group is intended to support the tenders, and tankers are the mission target. Primary objective: locate and sink the enemy replenishment tankers and tenders. Locate and sink nearby warships if possible. Avoid detection by enemy ASW patrols. Weapons free. Maintain and con silence throughout. We're fully stocked. This is operational, so we can look at the rearm and repair. Okay, so you've got your stores here. It tells you what you got. We've got 16 Mark 48 torpedoes on board, with 4 already in the tubes. We've got 2 Moss submarine decoys, 8 harpoons, no TSMs or TLAMs for that matter, and we've got 20 noisemakers as well. To the damage control page, ship is at 100%. We are good to go. So cast off, anchors away, and we need to head into the Barents Sea, which you can see is up to the north here. So it's going to take us a little while to get there. Task force there. Don't know if that's the one we're looking for. I'm just going to have to slow down to control speed. And here's the first group. I don't know if this is a group we're looking for, but I think we're about to find out. New sonar contact bearing 135, designate Sierra 1. Our depth is 150 feet, speed is 10 knots. Conditions: we have a very weak surface duct and thermal layer at 133 feet. XO status report basically brings up just the screen that I showed you earlier, and all hands and battle stations. So we're in the water. We'll rig the ship for ultra quiet. That will bring us down to 5 knots. We're just below the layer in the shadow zone at the moment, so we should be staying hidden for a little bit. So this is the sonar picture that we're seeing at the moment, and I now need to try and classify what we've picked up. Nope. That looks like it is. That's a Kara. That's right ahead of us. And the next contact. Now we're into submarines, so we're going to go back up to surface ships. That looks like that's it. Let's designate that as a Cresta. Yep, Cresta 2. Alright, so I'm just gonna come slow left, and I'm gonna just take us down a little bit. I don't want us too shallow. Now what I'm doing here is that I'm altering the angle of the towed sonar array so I can try and get a better picture on these contacts. You can see there that contact is quite strong, the Kara, but I only have a bearing. I don't have a range at this point in time. So I'm just going to take us down to about 250 feet and just slowly bring us around. You can see that I've got a 54% solution at the moment. Yeah, we're at 220. Need to remain as quiet as I can. I'm going to start to level off there. Okay, that solution is starting to get a little better now. As I continue to come round. I'm at 66% at the moment. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to swing back around. Oh, and they're going active on their sonar, so I'm going to have to try and hurry this up a little bit. I need to get a solution on him. So I'm going to come back around. I come right back around to south to try and firm up that solution. They know I'm out here. They're banging away with their sonars. Steady up about here, just see what I can see. Still don't quite have him yet, much less which way he's going. Okay, that solution's starting to firm up a bit more now. Oh, there we go, we got him. Okay, so tube 1. Set to tube 1 away, and I'm going to try and keep this on the wire if I can, because I'm going to need it. No, it looks like that Crested 2 is starting to firm up a little bit too. Yep, and I now have the Crested 2. So what I can do is, there she is, tube 2. Way. And you can see here up in the top right hand corner, if you have a ship selected, you can bring up this little piece of information here and it will tell you all about the ship or your current target. So I can track my torpedoes. I've got one there and I've got one there. This one is going for the Kara. And this one is going for the Cresta. So this is the one I want to watch at the moment. Just go back inside the car. Now down here are your torpedo settings. So at the moment I've got it set to passive. It's running straight. And this is the search pattern. Once it gets to its waypoint, it's going to head up to the surface and start searching around there. You can set it to dive as well, or just continue at its current depth. So we'll just follow the torpedo in. Now when it gets to its waypoint, you can actually take manual control of the torpedo, because I've still got it on the wire, and you do that by using the numbers keypad. Yep, there's the first ship over there. We can just see him on the surface now. It looks like he might be turning in a bit. So when this torpedo gets to the waypoint, I'm likely going to have to take control of it. Which means I can't afford to break the wire at this point. I'm not detected yet. I don't think there are any torpedoes or any other torpedoes apart from my own in the water. No, there isn't. I'm just going to turn him around. So yes, you can select the waypoint on the torpedoes and move it, so you can move the torpedo around. So I'm just sending this towards his last known position. I'm going to send this torpedo active. Now, I know he's going to be coming, he's sort of heading in towards me, yep, and it looks like we may have reacquired him. Okay, that torpedo's now at its waypoint, and yep, he's definitely picked up something. Yep, it's locked on. Oh, there he is. So let's see what this guy's doing. And he's got a helicopter too, which I'm surprised he hasn't launched yet. And this should be a kill. Yep, there's one down. Right, the next torpedo. Move it. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn the submarine a little bit. So yeah, just have a quick check. No torpedoes in the water at this point. Yep, that's the only one. Oh, there's an aircraft up. So he was going to be looking for me. But that's okay, I can deal with that. I'm more concerned about finding this other ship for the moment, which I should not be too far away from. So yeah, you can see there the Kara going under. Looks pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to send this torpedo active, just so I can try and acquire something. Yeah, so I've completely lost the Cresta. Oh, no, not quite. Put this into a circular search pattern, because I cannot find what I'm looking for right now. I'm getting too much noise and interference from the Sankara. Oh, hello, he's found something, I think. Yep, he's locked on. Yeah, okay, so it looks like we're about to reacquire that Cresta. There he is. And he is running. That's okay. I'm pretty sure this torpedo can catch him. Run as fast as you can. Dip, that's when I need to start to worry. And I'm still just poking along at 5 knots. Still rigged for ultra quiet. They can't see me, they can't hear me. So we're going to to run on the torpedo, so I'm pretty sure we can catch him in that time. That's a good thing about having Mark 48s, they do have quite a long running time, which is good. There are also limitations on the wire that you need to be conscious of as well. You can't go throwing the submarine around very quickly, otherwise you're likely to break the wire. The torpedo will still continue on its original course, but you just lose the ability to take control of it at the terminal phase of its approach if you need to. So it looks like that the Cresta has just dropped some noisemakers in the water to try and confuse the torpedo, but because I still have control of it, I can still guide it in. So yeah, he's trying to put knuckles in the water, trying to confuse it. Yep, there it goes, there's first noisemaker. So that's what happens when you put a noisemaker in the water. Torpedo recognises it and diverts away from it. But to no avail, because I still have control on the wire, I can guide it in. got him. He's turning hard. And scratch one Cresta. Alright, now you reload, release the ship from ultra quiet. Don't know if we've got any other contacts in the area. I don't think we do. I think the only thing left is a helicopter, which is still flying around. He works in that explosion, but he's got no idea where I am. So let's just take a look. Yeah, aircraft nearby. I can't leave combat just yet, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go deep. Let's see, bottom of the boat and increase speed and attempt to clear the area. So there's no more shipping left in the area. I've sunk both the ships. Now my target was tenders, but we're nowhere near the target area. This was just a random patrol we ran into, so we're not quite there yet. And I come around about 195, I think, passing 400 feet. So we'll descend to about 600 feet. Floor depth is at 734 at the moment. So once we're at 600, we'll level out, and then we'll start to come up in speed. Because I will be deep. Hilo doesn't know where I am, and I'm not going to cavitate at that depth if I come up to full speed. There we go, passing 600. I'm slowly going to start coming up in speed now. See the shadow on the bottom. It looks really cool. Up to 20 knots. Head standard. Hopefully this won't give us away. Full ahead. Up to 26 knots. And we will just try to clear the area. No, can't just yet. So this could take a while, so what I'm going to do is press F9, speed it up, and just try and get out of here as quickly as I possibly can. Just got to keep an eye on that ocean floor, because that is changing. Still aircraft nearby. Let's continue the turn. Let's just get away. Can I leave yet? Nope. He's dipping somewhere. Nowhere near me. That much I'm sure of. Yep, okay, we're out of range now, so we can leave combat. Okay, so one Cresta, one Kara sunk. 2 torpedoes used. No systems are damaged, which is always a good thing. Excellent initiative, however this was not your mission target, as suspected. So we will continue on to Baron C. Detected by submarines this time. New submarine contact bearing 030, designated Sierra 1, our depth 150 feet. Speed 10. Local conditions scattered, strong breeze, weak surface duct, weak thermal layer at 195. Status report. Yep, 14 torpedoes remaining. 2 Moss, 8 harpoons, and 20 noisemakers. Alright, let's try again. Again, another mission we've got to get through before we can actually get to our primary target. Alright, so let's rig the ship for ultra quiet. And let us just listen. So we conduct a slow turn. See what we can see. Just going to stay passive for the moment. I don't want to go active because that will give my position away immediately. So seabed's not that deep here. It's only 444 feet, and there's no layer. So we're really going to be on our toes here. I'm just going to go down a little. I'm going to dive to about 250 feet. Problem is, if it's a diesel submarine I'm up against, they're very, very difficult to hear, especially if they're running on batteries. Nuclear submarines, by comparison, are actually really quite noisy. Asking 200 feet. Just going to continue this turn. Take it slow. Let's come up to 20 degrees of rudder. We're rigged for ultra quiet. Yeah, we're at 250 feet. And just going to conduct this turn. If I don't hear anything, I'll just attempt to clear the area. I still have a mission to accomplish, and the last thing I want to do is get tangled up with other shipping and submarines that aren't my main objective. Although it is handy if you do take them out. So just turn through north now. And sometimes you'll get this. Sometimes you'll run into a contact and it'll say it's got a bearing, and then sometimes nothing will pop up. And you go, well, there's nothing here, I'm just gonna get out of the area as best as I can. Yeah, it says vessels are nearby. But I'm just not hearing anything. The only way I may likely hear something is if the other captain gets impatient and goes active on his sonar. 300 feet, and just try and get out of here. I think I'm not hearing anything, I'm not seeing anything. I can get out of here without being detected. So there. Now I'm just using my ballast to dive and surface here at the moment instead of using the planes. It's just yeah, you have the option of either or, but sometimes it makes refining it a little easier. Plus you can feed. Don't want to get too deep. I don't want to hit the bottom. Yeah, you can see that very weak, dark weak layer. Alright, let's just level off here. Come back to... Alright, let's come up in speed. Release from ultra quiet, so we can flush him out. I do remember he was approaching from the north, but I should have heard something in that turn, and I didn't. So, I'm going to come up and just press F9. Attempt to clear the area as best as I can. I don't want to go any faster because I don't want to risk cavitating and letting him know where I am, so I just want to try and sneak away if I possibly can. Can we leave? No, we can't. There's still vessels nearby. I'm just not seeing anything. Also note too, the faster you go, the more interference you're going to get on your sonar as well. So if you're rigged for ultra quiet and you're going very, very slowly, or you're stopped in the water, you're going to have pretty good fidelity on your targets. However, if you decide to come up in speed because you're generating more ambient noise in the water, it makes it a lot harder to acquire targets, and also makes it hard to hold targets as well. So you will lose them if you come up too quickly, which means you got to slow back down, rig for ultra quiet, and then attempt to reacquire your targets. What are the conditions doing? Yeah, no changing conditions. One thing with this game is it does require a lot of patience, and it will test your patience sometimes, especially in instances like this where you just go, okay, yeah, look, I'm not going to be the first one to ping him and find him. I'm just going to get out of here, and it can take 10 minutes to get out. So yeah, there we go. Let's leave combat. No vessels nearby. Alright, so yeah, a Foxtrot and a Tango, so two diesel boats out there. They are undetected, couldn't find them, so yeah, unfortunately not your mission objective. What a surprise. So now we continue on. This was definitely important to get to. I wonder if that's the task group there. Oh, and I've been picked up by something. Use contact, 600 feet, and we're doing 26 knots, so we are making a lot of noise. Alright, rig ship for ultra quiet, let's come down from 26 knots. Missions. And let me guess, there's nothing out here again. Alright. 311. See what we can hear, if anything. 311's heading in that direction. This is probably going to be exactly the same as before. Probably be those two same submarines. Let's just come back the other way. If they were surface ships, we probably would have detected them by now, running around on the surface, even with a weak duct. I'm just not seeing or hearing anything. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's climb up to periscope depth and see if there's anything above the layer. Just want to use my ballast here, because if I try to use the planes, I'm going to hit the tail on the bottom of the floor, and that's going to damage my rudder. I'm just going to steady up on a westerly course here. I'm just going to continue to climb. So yeah, this is the other side of Cold Waters. You can, every time you do the campaign, I have done the campaign once already, but I had a completely different mission for my first one. So yeah, that's the upside. It will change the campaign around on you, depending how many times you want to do it. So I think in general, the types of missions are all the same. But you're just going to get sent to different areas in order to complete them. So the first time I did this, I had a mission just off the coast of England, which was relatively simple and relatively quick. So this one's proving a little bit more tricky than that one is. Let's just see if we've got anything above the layer. Yep, and yeah, here we go, just as I thought. Use sonar contact. Let's try and classify this one. Alright, so let's stop our ascent here. Signature, and let's see what we've got. Oh. Yep. Kazbek. So, we've got one contact at the moment. That looks like a tender. Yeah, an oiler. Yeah, very noisy, so we got that. Let's come around a little bit more. I want to see if there's anything else out there. So I'm just going to come up to periscope depth, raise the ESM mask and see if there's any radio signals being transmitted, because that may be another way of trying to get something. Come on. Rise. Not seeing anything else out there at the minute. Well, I was in roughly the area that I said there was a contact, but I can't believe that being directed to .50 feet is where you want to be for periscope depth. Okay, and we're at 50 feet, so let's raise the ESM mask. Okay, signal strength. Oh, hello, E2. Let's get you down. Oh, hello. Master 2. Okay, whoa, hello. Oh yeah. It's a Ponty? Yeah, it's a warship. So okay, I've got the tender over there. So if I can see. Can't see anything, let's get that down. The ESM mask back up. Oh, no, not radar. You gotta be very careful what you raise. Oh, and I need to get that down because for some reason I am breaching. Oh, hello, we got another contact. Jesus. Krivak, great. We've got a frigate as well. Alright, so time to dive. Dive, dive, dive. Alright. Now let's come around. Yeah, I am now being pinged on radar. Now, Krivak is very dangerous. I need to try and get below that layer. Try and pick him up on. Let's. Yeah, I gotta come around even further. So I can. Alright, the Ponty is firming up. Some 200 feet. So, yeah, I'm now. Yeah, that's what I figured. The layer's interfering, so I'm in the shadow zone now. So anyway, I'm gonna put you out there. Cube 2. Let's at least try and get some of these away. I can only run 2 tubes at once, so that one immediately came off the wire. So I need to continue to dive now. They are very close. They are very, very, very close. Contact faded. All the contacts are faded. Yeah, we're below 250 feet. It's because I'm beneath the layer. So hopefully those torpedoes will find what they're looking for. Still have the wire on 2 of them. So here's what I'm going to do. Some of them active. I'll let them do the hunting for me. Let's turn you in. You should get to okay, yep, he's found something. What has he got? There we go. Yep, he's got the warship. Crew back. He's obviously heard the torpedo and he's now cavitating. Oh, hello, flying torpedo. And he's at it. Splash one back. Right. So that was the one that was just sunk. Pick up something new. That probably is. Come on. Still coming from this direction. I haven't found anything. Let's turn you around. Oh, here we go. Gotcha. A little gunboat. Oh, okay. Just turn him around. Behind. Yeah, look at the patrol boat. He's nasty. There we go. Oh, it's a Grisha, not a potty. Okay. misclassified it. And he's gone. Using very, very quickly. Yeah, I got no more torpedoes. Oh, I got the Kazbek as well. Yeah, there she is. Alright. Don't know if that was our mission, but I guess we'll find out. Let's reload these tubes. And yeah, nothing more in the area. Let's see. Yeah, Grisha, Krivak, Kazbek. Good to hear you NS7 destroyed the enemy replenishment resource. So yep, that was the mission. Keep up the good work. Further orders will be transmitted on downlink. Await additional orders. And look at that, Bronze Star. Secretary of the Navy expresses his heartfelt congratulations and takes great pleasure in awarding the Bronze Star Medal to Commander Sakine, Commanding Officer, USS Birmingham, SSN 695. Commander Sakine is cited for extraordinary heroism in action against enemies of the United States of America on 14 November 1984. His unwavering resolve and self-sacrificing devotion to duty in the face of death are worthy of the highest emulation. Yay! So anyway, that was first mission complete. And you always get these little news clips after completing every mission. It just says warships retreat. So basically, we did our job. The Russians are spooked. They're going, screw you guys, I'm going home. And we now get our next mission, which I will save for another day. So thank you guys for watching and lasting this long. That took quite a bit longer than I expected. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll hopefully get the next one out soon, so you can see what that next mission is like. And believe me, it's quite a difficult one. I'm going to really need more wits about me on that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed Cold Waters. Please check it out. If you've got $50 to spend on Steam, please do so if you're interested in this sort of thing. I certainly really enjoy this game and would highly recommend it. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you all later. Ciao.